In this example, we're going to create a simple bar graph. We have the amount of money spent in a certain household grouped by category. We're going to enter the category names in column A: food, housing, utility bills, medical, transportation, other. In column B, we're going to enter the dollar amounts: 400, 750, 150, 100, 100, 225. Now we'd like to see these formatted as dollar amounts, so we can use the currency format shortcut up here, or we could right click, bring up this context menu, choose format cells, and find our full range of formatting options there. Now what we want to do is insert a bar graph, and there are a couple different ways we could do that, and the exact menu layout and sequence that you use will vary according to which version of Excel you're using. In this current version of Excel, I can highlight both the category names and the dollar amounts, and I'm looking for Insert. We've switched to the Insert tab, and then Charts. And we are going to go for the first bar graph 2D column option. We're going to select that, and it pops up there. And that looks pretty good. We may just need to resize it just a little bit so it fits in our screen, and we can see that the category labels look basically correct. The vertical axis labels with dollar amounts there look correct. There is one problem, which is that the title given here, default title of chart title, should be changed to something more descriptive. It should never be left as a chart title. It might be that you don't want it there at all, or you want to change it to something suitable. We'll say monthly budget. And well, that looks pretty good. If we want to make further changes, we can come over here while I've clicked on the chart, add chart element menu option up here at the top left. Gives you further provisions for changing those axis labels. If I wanted to give a title to those axes, so maybe we want a vertical axis title, this could be say spending level is what those represent. Okay. And then that looks reasonably good. Now, depending on what version of Excel you're using, you may have better luck by highlighting simply the data values, still looking for the option to insert chart, insert a 2D column chart. That will bring up something that looks approximately correct, but now in this case lacks the correct horizontal axis category labels. So if you need to add those manually, what we could do here is right click on one of those bars, brings up a context menu, and we want to go to the select data option, And what we're looking to change is the horizontal category axis labels. And so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to edit that. And then I'm going to come out here into my worksheet and highlight those cells that contain the axis labels I want to use. They're now popping up there. And that has added them to my chart. Okay. So you may find it necessary to do that. So, things to keep in mind: highlight the data, look for the option for Insert Chart, look for the options under this Add Chart Element tab, and keep in mind that a right click on one of the bars will bring up a context menu that gives you this option to select data and make other changes to the display of your chart. The other questions that appeared here: calculate the total amount of spending for the month and determine what percent of the total monthly spending is accounted for by the transportation category. So let's get quick answers to those questions. We'll put total spending here. These are numeric questions. Total spending can be calculated using a sum function. So we're typing equals sum, and highlight that range of values, close that parenthesis, hit enter, and we can see the total spending was $1,725. That percentage of our spending that was on transportation, we could now calculate as a percentage by the absolute amount, $100, divided by that total amount, 1,725. As a decimal, we have 0.057971. Format that as a percentage, here using the shortcut up here on that home screen toolbar, about 6%, or we may want to increase the number of decimals displayed here, and we see it as 5.8 to 1 decimal place.